Hi, guys. Welcome back to my podcast, Sincerely Swan. Today, I just want to talk about the way that I'm feeling. I think at some point I've discussed briefly how I decided to take a month off of my job as a nurse to take time for myself. And this month is coming to an end at the end of this week. I had a really great time. I went back and I visited family, and I went to Cancun for the first time, which was really, really fun. What I didn't do, which I'm a little bit kicking myself for, was look for another job. I sent out a couple applications. I don't think I did it as much as I probably should have done because now I am a couple days away from having to go back to work. In fact, I go in tomorrow briefly for my NRP class. For any of you who do nursing or know, that's the neonatal resuscitation class. And not only am I anxious for that because I hate doing stuff in front of people, I just I have this whole or not this whole week, but the past couple of days, I have felt not only really sick to my stomach, and that's when I know that there's something wrong, and it's usually my anxiety, but I've just felt this like absolute sense of dread. Talking about it now, like, y'all, I want to cry so bad. And I used to love my job, and I still love my patients, and I love what I do, but I am not happy. And part of me, I really want to run away. I really want to just say F it and quit and not look back, but part of the reason that I am staying, hopefully not for long, but that I'm staying for now, is because I need health insurance. Which is, it feels like a dumbass reason, but I think a lot of people kind of are in the same boat. I'm really lucky to have a situation where I don't necessarily have to worry too much about paying rent and all of that, but I feel like I've worked so hard to get to where I'm at, and I have nothing to show for it, and I'm really just miserable. And I know that's a sign that I just have to leave. But I'm scared, y'all. I'm scared. It is hard, and it feels really shameful to admit, like, this job that is supposed to give people so much purpose and be such a good and honest thing to do, it sucks. I've been a nurse for 3 years. I only went to day shift recently, so I've been on night shift for the most of it. And not only that, is that exhausting and very difficult because it's hard to have a social life when you work night shift and when you're tired all the time, but it worsened my depression. I started going through therapy, I started getting on medication. Medication didn't work for me. I'm now off medication. And yes, I feel better, but what I've realized is this absolute dread has stayed. And so I'm like, dang it, because I know what the answer is. I know that the answer is this is not the job for me. But I'm having a really hard time trying to separate myself from my identity as a nurse. And I've been told by plenty of friends, like, oh, just do like a clinic, just do like a different specialty. Even that doesn't feel like enough, though. I don't think I want to be in healthcare anymore. And it sucks because we need people. But if you have been in healthcare or have even seen it from the patient side, I'm sure you know the situation is pretty dire. We don't have enough people. Sometimes we don't even have enough stuff. And then on top of that, we're dealing with management being like, you can't have your water bottles out on the desk. Okay, how about we, I don't know, have heel warmers so that we could take blood sugars, maybe? How about we be stocked with stuff and not worry about literally non essential bullshit? Again, that's a whole other thing. I just feel really defeated. I feel like this job has taken a lot from me, and I also know that I have played a part in that because I have let it take a lot from me. It's hard. You put a perfectionist into a healthcare field, oh my god, it is probably the most horrific combination because I put so much pressure onto myself to be perfect. And then, of course, you're in a field where you gotta be perfect because a mistake means someone's life or someone's wellness. And and then for me, bright idea, I decided to work with babies, which is a whole nother layer of stress, of course. Like, you have to be perfect. And I'm realizing that it is too much. I've been very lucky that I haven't had to have a code or anything yet. I've witnessed them. I've been a part of them, but it's never been my patient, and I'm terrified for that moment. And I struggle a lot with feeling inadequate. And so I'm really scared of that. And part of me is like I think I want to just cut and run before it happens. If it happens. I also know I don't think I was meant to be in nursing. I I chose to go into it because it seemed like a respectable profession. It is. They don't even call it a profession anymore. Crazy. And and also, I went to private school and everybody wants to become a doctor, a lawyer, and I was like, okay, that seems a little much, but I'd love to be a nurse. I really like caring for people, and then you get into it and you realize like they make caring for people the hardest thing to do. You actually have to just do more extra bullshit than you do actually caring for people. I mean, we've lost sight of the plot. Healthcare is a business at the end of the day now, and that's really unfortunate. Previously, before going to nursing school, I did a volunteer, a little internship at a holistic birthing center. That was also part of why I was like, oh my gosh, this is fantastic work. The holistic approach is a lot more kind, I think. It's not focused on profit. But you go through nursing school and they try and all they do is teach you ICU or med surg shit. I mean, we had one day where we talked about babies. And having interned at this birthing center, I had gone into it wanting to end up becoming a midwife, do stuff with laboring moms and babies. And then we had literally one day, it was a lab where they were like, okay, here are normal baby vital signs. Here's a video of someone giving birth. Okay, that's it. The rest of the entire nursing program was med surg and ICU. What a shame, honestly. Because for people who want to go into the specialties afterwards, like, not only in general, a lot of what you learn in nursing is done when you're actually a nurse on the job and not in school. So that's already terrifying. But then you want to be in a specialty, it's like to the umpteenth, upteenth level? I don't know, to the highest level. It's way more stressful too. Stress is relative, but it was stressful for me. And I mean, I'm glad I learn fast and I pick up on things. Again, perfectionism. But I feel like every step of the way has been difficult for no reason. And now I'm here, crying because I don't want to go back to my job. But I have to, because I need health insurance. And honestly, I'm kind of, even now, kind of grappling with the what if I just said screw it? Like, maybe I don't need to go see my doctor. Maybe I don't need to do therapy for a little while. If it means that I'm doing something that will make me happy. I'm still trying to put faith into creating. Because I do want to do this. But, it feels kind of like a lot of the time like I'm just talking into a void. And it's not like the internet owes me virality, right? Like, that's not at all what I'm saying. It just feels like I have to succeed. Because I don't want to go back to that. And then on top of that, I've lost myself so much to my work. I don't really know who I am. I don't really know what content I want to make. I don't really know what I have left to give to the world. All I can say is don't let yourself get to this point. If you're miserable in your job, please leave as soon as you can. I hope that one day I'll be able to make a video and show you guys, like, I did it. And yeah, that's all I really have to say. So please listen to yourself before your body is screaming at you that you have to leave. Nothing is worth your mental health or your physical health. Not even a job. Yeah, that's all I got for y'all. I love you. I'm happy you're here. Thank you for watching me cry. And I hope you. Damn, I sounded like a demon there for a second. I hope you have a good day.